Welcome back, guys! I finally completed Hangman's Alley. This is my first depressing settlement where the poorest drifters and chem addicts of the Commonwealth hang out. Therefore, it's not the most interesting looking build, perhaps, but I hope you like it anyway. It's a place that accepts anyone who can pay for the few services offered. Unlike the Minutemen settlements, Hangman's is independent and welcomes raiders, all sorts of other shady people, scavengers, orphans, and of course any type of addict looking for a fix and maybe a dirty mattress to collapse on. Initially, I wanted this place to be so poor that there's no real business there, no neon signs, just human misery. But then I thought, how would they protect themselves against raiders and slavers? How would they set up turrets if they're all dirt-poor chem zombies? This place had to be run by somebody, there had to be business. So, here's the story of Hangman's Alley. Sometime after the raiders who set up camp here were dispatched by the sole survivor, a former operator named Rufus, who survived the purge of Nuka World, claimed it. He saw an opportunity to make a ton of caps of the desperate who did not find a nice settlement to protect them. Hangman's Alley runs on cheap drugs, cheap sex, and cheap beds. However, lately Hangman's Alley has become the supplier of a new but expensive super drug called Frenzy. Word is spreading fast and anyone who can afford it wants to try it. It's twice as effective as Psycho Jet, and the user does not feel any pain whatsoever for 24 hours.
All of us should be thankful for being here.
Of course, the select clientele consists mostly of other raider bosses getting ready to attack a settlement, a few rich people in Diamond City, and our dear Hancock. Yes, Rufus is a big fan of Pigman's art, and he's into ghouls and other dead-looking things.
I didn't sleep very good last night.
Hangman's very own Heisenberg is Rufus's girlfriend Poppy. She was already a gifted chemist before the bombs fell. One day, after a fallout with the last gang she cooked for, she walked into Hangman's and made Rufus an offer. She was working on a new drug. How about they team up?
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Rufus quickly fell in love with her, and together they turned the sad dump into a prosperous chem supplier.
Huh?
Poppy is the
Yeah.
only person in the world this industrious sociopath cares about. The wicked irony is that Poppy is waiting for the right moment to get rid of Rufus and become queen of Hangman's Alley. She thinks Rufus's obsession with school women is disgusting. She can't wait for the day he dies of a tragic frenzy overdose. In the meantime, Hangman's Alley goes about its business selling short moments of bliss. The resident prostitute named Ruby offers rough sex 24/7.
I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to get going today.
Well, actually, it's twins who take turns. One works days, the other nights. Only the few residents this place has know about it, and may favor one over the other. Hangman's front entrance is protected by 6 guards and several turrets.
Yes?
The back is an exit only and protected by 2 guards.
Huh?
The only rule of Hangman's Alley is no killing inside these walls. Rufus is a businessman. While he couldn't care less about one loser killing another over some jet, he cares about making money off them. Dead customers are bad for business. Of course, people bash each other's heads in all the time here. It may be safer than sleeping out in the open, but it's not really a safe place. Whoever violates the rule has a chance to buy their freedom for 150 caps. If they can't afford it, which is usually the case, they'll either be made an example of and hanged publicly or sold to slavers. Usually they are sold so
Jenna?
Rufus can still make a profit. The resident merchants actually respect Rufus. They are treated fairly. Okay, this rated chick is supposed to be making chems out in the
I
back.
can patch you up if you need it. Or
This guy with a metal leg
what I
used
call
to
a good
run with
day?
the Rust Devils.
One that ends
They had a
without an
pretty
empty
amazing surgeon who crafted him a new leg after a mutant hound bit it off. He wasn't a good fighter anymore though, so this quiet life here suits him better now. Dude's listening to the radio I forgot to turn on.
Hello.
yeah?
Since Hangman's is really poor, most furniture is makeshift. Junkies break stuff a lot, so it needs fixing a lot.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
I spent a few hours dressing my hand-picked settlers. Most of them have scars, look shady, and wear whatever they happen to find. It's a crowded place. 29 people and 3 dogs are currently occupying all available space. Since I work with vanilla limitations, this settlement is cramped and rather small. This girl is a recently escaped slave. Her slave collar didn't go off for some reason. However, now she lives in constant terror when it might explode. Rufus said he'd get somebody to take it off safely. Poor Fee. She's in despair because she doesn't have the money yet. Never mind a floating plate. A dog mattress ignored by all the dogs. You can either buy drugs from the vendor below or get a cheaper version from one of the 2 machines. 3 caps for some truly awful jet. Naturally, it's very popular. Most people only stay for a night or 2. Their only belongings are what they can carry on their backs. The entire place is littered with beer bottles and empty jet inhalers.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Three children are shacked up here. They are addicts like most other people who come here. They scavenge or perform various other services for roofers or fellow drifters.
If you ain't been up to see Graygarden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
What?
There are not enough rooms for everyone. Some people just pay a fee so they can put their sleeping bag wherever they can.
Need something?
No food is sold here. There are only cooking stations free of use. People bring their own food. Nobody who's not scraping the bottom or raider wants to be here.
Yeah?
This fusion generator connects to a single turret because running power lines in this place was too much of a hassle. Just pretend it powers the settlement. There is a tiny garden out here. One of the resident addicts, forever trapped in debt, tends to it. Anybody can eat the veggies, but not many people are actually interested.
You're tuned to the Commonwealth's only respite from the tedium and desperation of Diamond City Radio. Here's another one for the hit spots. It's all over with the crime.
The vanilla height limit is really not ideal. I've seen great builds using the roofs, but I'm sticking to the vanilla limitations challenge. These generators power the neon ladders. The bridge is just tall enough to walk underneath. When wearing helmets, you can get stuck though. Just imagine she's injecting herself. Thank you.
Huh?
Why don't you take a night off?
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
This lady stabbed somebody the other day. She claims she was attacked, but the rules are the rules. If the slavers don't buy her, she'll be hanged off the rooftop. Not sure which is worse. Little oil spill there.
Same old, same old.
I had a bunch of super mutants spawn in here while building. Oh man, gotta love those nonsensical spawn points. This is another way up to the sleep shacks.
Go ahead.
Let's check out the traps for any unwanted visitors storming the back exit.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Radiation and Tesla trap plus a flamer. At night the back alley is pretty dark. The two traps are basically invisible.
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
Except for the neon signs that are supposed to dazzle potential customers, the
Yes.
settlement is dark, illuminated only by oil lamps and barrel fires. Hey Rufus, you're the only cheerful person here.
Easy living, this ain't.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
I like how the settlers actually sit around at night relaxing. The mod, Not Your Average Neon, is awesome. I love the hum of the electricity when standing on the other side of the wall. I put up a lot of jet use and psycho use markers, and I do use them, but not on camera today.
Yes?
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Hey again.
I'll quickly run through the settlement for more night impressions.
Yes.
Yeah? Huh?
Mole rats are gross.
Not sure which god I'm supposed to be praying to.
Most fitting random dialogue ever, nice.
Oh,
The flyby is going to be a bit awkward, but I'll try anyway.
busy here.
As usual, thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the nice comments you guys have been posting lately. I'm already working on a new settlement, a Nuka World Raider quad bike racetrack. It's going to take several weeks to build, so don't expect a video anytime soon. Until then, Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year!